And I'm going to come around with an eye pillow, placing it over your eyes. Here's actually a little pillow which will feel good. Perfect.
Smells good.
Your neck looks comfortable, is that right? Again, just covering your eyes. So this is a Psoas release. This posture with the legs at a 90-degree angle at the hip and a 90-degree angle at the knee. And the psoas muscle runs from the last rib, connecting to the front of the pelvis, so it's deep inside a hip flexor. Sitting, driving. All of those activities can tighten and shorten the psoas. And it takes about 10 minutes to release it. So this is a perfect pose to start out our practice. So let's come together with a slow, deep breath, inhaling. And just exhaling with a sigh. 2 more times. And last breath, inhaling. And with your eyes closed, perhaps you can already feel a shift, a softening. This is an inversion, the legs higher than the heart, higher than the head. And so good for circulation, good for your complexion, good for a fresh perspective. And all you have to do is tune in with body awareness to how you feel. And just feel the support of your mat, the floor, the earth beneath you, all love around you. And just give yourself permission to give it up to relaxation. We're going to come into this practice just as we would come into a meditation. In fact, you might want to think of this entire practice as a meditation. And so the first step is gentle awareness on your breath. Inhaling through your nose and back out again, an easy breath. Not to make it anything other than it is. Just follow your breath. And then start to notice the sounds in the room, the air on your skin, and really listen to the sounds in the room, the air on your skin, even far away sounds. So that as thoughts might enter your mind, you can gently bring yourself back to these sounds right here, right now, in this present moment. An easy breath. And with each inhalation and with each exhalation, a softening to the skin on your face, the root of your tongue, and feel yourself dropping way back into this moment. And then start to draw your awareness to your body. All the places that your body has contact with the floor, with your bolster, start to scan your body and just notice all of your joints, your internal organs, your head. And just notice how you feel. Body awareness, right here, right now, in this present moment, and the subtleties of all this sensation. Awareness on the breath, body awareness, awareness in the sounds in the room, the air on your skin. So as thoughts might enter your mind, bring yourself back to this array of sensation in this present moment. And instead of thinking thoughts, you'll actually be experiencing this sensation in this present moment. So thinking of this as a moving meditation. And you want to keep your eyes closed as much as possible. It's the best thing you can do to rest them. But certainly as we transition from one pose to another, move as if in slow motion. Make the transition just as important as the pose itself. So taking in a deeper breath, very slowly reach up and just remove your eye pillow off to the side. Not to worry about it, just toss it over. And then slowly slide your arms alongside the floor above your head and spread your fingers wide. Stretching your fingertips. You might feel a subtle arch in your low back. Keep breathing, keep stretching, aligning your vertebra, aligning your chakras for practice. It's like the spinal lift on your back. One more breath. And release. Just let your arms rest wherever. And feel the broadness in your upper back, supported by the floor. Extend your arms one more time. And tucking your chin, start to roll up, bring your arms with you, and just reach for your bolster. And exhale, lay back down, the arms follow. Just 2 more times. You don't even have to open your eyes, just rolling up, tucking the chin, reach for your bolster, and lay right back down. One last time, rolling up, curling around the belly button, reach for the bolster, and exhale, roll back down. Bending the right knee, take a gentle clasp around your right knee, draw it in towards your chest. Good, around the thigh, around the knee, either way. A few belly breaths, expanding your belly right against your thigh, massaging your internal organs. You might even tuck your chin ever so slightly and lengthen your spine. Feel the release in the low back, in the right hip. And then extend your legs straight up, interlace your hands behind your thigh, not the knee, but the thigh. Good. And it's not about bringing your leg close. In fact, straight up towards the ceiling, start to point and flex. The knee can be bent or straight. I love a bent knee. We're really just pumping the ankle, the calf muscle, working out kinks and pops. And your interlaced hands behind the thigh, closer to the hip, it's like you're pressing your thigh into your hands, and the hands gently pulling the thigh, resistant stretching. Start to circle the ankle in one direction, and then the other. And then point and flex just a few times. Really roll through the heel, the arch, the ball, the toes. And then gently flex your foot, bend the knee and walk your hands up the back of your leg. Hold on somewhere, so bend your knee right into your chest. Bend the knee deeply into the chest, as if you were in a lunge. Good. You can hold on to the thigh, the calf, the ankle. I like to take my left hand to the outer edge of the right foot. If you do that, you might want to have your right arm out to the side or even up alongside your ear overhead. Greater extension in the right side of the body. Good. The foot's parallel with the floor. It's just as if you were lunging. The knee bent, the thigh right against your chest. Breathe into the belly of the muscle, right into the center of the hamstring. And then switching sides, bring the right hand up to the calf, the ankle, maybe the outer edge of the foot. Release the left hand down. It's like half happy baby. Drop the right knee way outside the rib cage. The foot stays parallel with the ceiling. Yep, half of happy baby. And you can tip, if you want, a little to the right. Maybe your right knee even comes to the floor. Good. And just breathe into the groin, the right hip. Expand your belly into that big open space. So we're going to be focusing on low back and hips, the second chakra, Svadhisthana. And the emotions reside here, emanate from this place. Sexuality, creativity, and our passion. And I just felt like now's a great time to inspire, start to feed our passion as we all move forward into what's next. So you can visualize the color orange filling your pelvic carriage, just below the navel, the sacral, the body, the Svadhisthana chakra. Start to bring that leg back. You're going to cross the ankle over the knee and just let your right knee go out to the side. That's right. Press on your right thigh. Give your right hip the signal for movement. External rotation in the hip. And you can stay here or draw your legs in. Take a clasp around your left thigh or knee. Perfect. And just breathing into the right hip. You might even lean a little to the left. So none of these poses have to be static. You can always gently explore them with subtle movement. Only you know how it feels deep in the right hip. Any tension in the knee, flex your right foot. And so holding poses for longer periods of time, just noticing the sensation, observing, allowing, whatever is, is. Holding the poses for longer periods of time allows for a real release in the muscles, tendons, and bones. Start to release both legs, uncross the right back to your bolster. Extend your arms overhead and stretch, reach. Deep breath. And soften. Just 3 times. Tuck the chin, roll up, bring your fingertips to your bolster, and smooth exhale right back down. 2 more times at your own pace. Tucking the chin a lot. So here, lengthening the spine in between. Last time. And stoking the fire of the core, the Manipura chakra, the torso. And when you're ready, draw the left knee in, take a gentle clasp, 3 belly breaths on the left side. And so one side might feel different than the other, just notice which side needs perhaps more attention. Tucking the chin slightly, lengthening through the neck, through the entire spine. Massaging your internal organs with each belly breath. And then extend the leg up. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh and begin to point and flex your foot. Pump in your ankle. Pressing the thigh into the hands gently pulling into the thigh. Resistant stretching. And then circling the foot in one direction and then the other. working out kinks and pops. Point and flex. And then flex the foot. Walk the hands up the back of the leg, deep bend in the knee, hold on somewhere. The foot stays parallel with the sky. It's like being in a lunge. Holding on somewhere. I like the right hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Maybe the arm is alongside the ear or out to the side, the left arm. All of these are just options. Most important, just bending the knee into the chest, the foot stays parallel with the sky, and you feel the stretch in the belly of the hamstring. Again, that deep crunch on the left side of the body, the internal organs, massaging. And then sliding the left hand up to the calf, the ankle, maybe the outer edge of the foot, right arm out to the side, and then drop the knee, the left knee, way out to the side of the rib cage, maybe even tip a little to bring the knee to the floor. Foot stays parallel to the sky. It's like half happy baby. Big space to expand your belly as you breathe. And just breathe into the sensation in your hip, your low back, visualizing the color orange. Here the element is water. We think of water with expansion, fluidity, being flexible. All the things we want to bring to our passion, to get into the flow. Our bodies are mostly water, which flow all of our emotions, wants and desires. So it's a beautiful time to feed self-care and nurture your emotions, your desires, your passion. Start to navigate that ankle across the right knee. Press the left thigh away. So checking in with external rotation in the hip, and you can stay there or draw the legs in. Reach behind the right thigh or around the knee. Maybe flex the left foot to protect your knee. And explore the stretch, subtle movement, maybe even rocking a little to the right, a little to the left, and see where you find your stretch. This time, as you release the legs, let both legs go straight up in the sky. The hands to the outside of your thighs, alternately point and flex one foot and the other. Stretching through the ankle, the calf. And then bending both knees, slide your hands up the back of your legs, reach for the ankles, the outer edge of the feet. Flex your feet, so just draw your legs in, and they can be as bent or straight as you like. It's like a forward fold on your back. And then bend the knees, the feet come down, big hug. Just rock side to side. Massaging the low back, the sacrum. And then back to the center. Bring the soles of the feet together. Reach through your legs for your ankles, not to torque the feet. Tuck the chin, roll up. Use your elbows to press your inner thigh away. Drawing the ankles in, elbows press the thigh away. Now, you're holding on to your ankles. As you lay your head back, open your feet into a happy baby pose. You can shift to the outer edges of the feet or keep holding the ankle. Happy baby, good. Rock side to side. A little or a lot. You come back to the center. It's an option to tuck the chin, roll up. You can look through your legs. It's a deep forward fold. You might even hook your thumb, forefinger at the back of the ankle. Just looking through and release. So if you've got a block, or like myself, you can just press your block away, or if you're at the daybed couch, we're going to just roll over onto one side, gently press up, and navigate towards the front of your mat, or the center. So we're just turning around, done with that long restorative. That's right, grab your knee cushion if you like that. I know I do. Okay, good. And let's just move into cat and cow. So the setup is classic, wrists under the shoulders, gazing straight down. Pull the belly up. So really engage your abdominal muscles here. Pull the belly up towards your spine. Pivot the elbows in, the feet disappearing behind the thighs. Look straight down and take a breath. As you exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, get round. And as you inhale, tip up, look up and over your head. So exhaling and contracting one vertebra at a time. Inhaling and expanding. And you can move as slowly or as quickly as you like. Just make it fluid, make it sequential. Connect your breath with your movement. So we're continuing to come into this body awareness. Looking for tight spots, looking for areas of tension. Dissolving them with our breath, dissolving them with movement, warming up. A few more times. And then finish your movement completely and return back to neutral or table pose. Pivot the elbows in. We're going to extend the right leg back, curl the toes under. And as you squeeze the glutes, bring that leg parallel to the earth. Really pull up in the abdominals. Engage the abdominals. The gaze is straight down. So the neck is long. Good. It's like lifting the front of the thigh up. Keep squeezing the glutes. One more breath. And release. Bring that knee back to place. Pivot the elbows in. Engage the abdominals. The left foot steps back. Curl the toes under. And inhale, squeezing the glutes. Bring that leg parallel. So checking in one side and the other. One more breath, and release. Separate the knees wider than that cushion, big toes touching. Sit back, look forward as long as you can. It's an upper back bend, and eventually bring your forehead to rest. Big sigh and breath. Send a wave of relaxation through your body. Here we're going to step the elbows right next to the head. Bring the palms to touch. And when you bend your elbows, your prayer lifts above your head, soften down through the underarms, the side body, the heart, the belly, the sit in your hips. And here perhaps set an intention for your practice, a sankalpa. Maybe dedicating it to someone or something. Maybe simply stay present with your breath. Releasing your hands. Separate your hands wide, press back up onto the hands and knees. Bring your feet parallel, the knees back onto that cushion. Find your table pose. So again, right foot steps back, curl the toes under. And here, you're just going to press into the calf, the heel stretching. You might even lift up your left knee to get more of the stretch. And then lower that knee. Pivot the elbows in. Again, inhale the right leg parallel to the earth. Engage the glutes, engage the abdominal muscles. And if it's available, the left hand, the left arm floats up alongside your ear. The neck is long. Concentrate. One more breath. Lower just the hand. You're going to look over your left shoulder and swing your foot across. Look over at your big toe. Good. So big lateral stretch from the toe, from the foot through the hip, the rib cage, the shoulder, the neck, the crown of the head. And then soften, release, bring that knee back to place. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail, get round. Inhale, tip up, look up. Exhale, back to neutral. Pivot the elbows in, the left foot steps back, curl the toes under. Pressing into the heel, stretch the calf, the Achilles. Maybe lift up that right knee if you want more of a stretch. Back of the left leg. And then lower the right knee. Inhale the left leg parallel to the earth. Pull up in the belly. Engage the glutes. And if it's available, the right arm floats up. One more breath. And release. The arm comes down, cross the leg way over. Look over your right shoulder. Side body stretch. Release, bring the knee back to place. Here we're going to drop down to the forearms. Interlace the fingers, create that tripod. The elbows are no wider than the shoulders. You might put your fingertips around that outer edge of your elbows. And then step back into plank. One foot and then the other. You can have your hips in line with your shoulders and ankles or even slightly higher. Press down through the elbows, lift up in the shoulders, lift up in the abdominals. Press the heels back, get super rigid. Pull the front of the thighs up. One more breath. And then lower your knees back. And sit back all the way, classic child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat, the hands back alongside your ankles. You might have to remove your knee cushion or not. Balasana, child's pose. Awareness to your thoughts. Soften or close your eyes. And you might shift your weight side to side, just soften like a bowl of jello. And then slide your hands to either side of your knees. Slowly round up, roll up. The hands slide right to the top of the thighs in Vajrasana. So here start to lock in on a fixed point, a drishti, point that's not moving. And we'll come into a pranayama exercise, so 3 lines breaths. Just a little review, we're gonna do it 3 times. We'll stick out the claws of the lion, the tongue will roll out, the eyes gaze up and in. Roar like a lion, it makes us laugh anyway, right? So think of it. So think of something you want to get beyond. Maybe it was a conversation, a situation. Maybe it's this whole situation we want to get beyond, right? Maybe a behavior. So think of that thing, closing your eyes, something that you want to move on from, let go of. And we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, we'll roar like a lion and put all those pieces together. So when you're ready, take in a breath. Last time. Close your eyes. Always makes me laugh and smile, and you can still feel that vibration, that roar of a lion at the base of your throat. This Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra, is directly related to the second chakra. Because how else do we bring our passion to the world if not through self-expression, our words, our communication? Just feeling that vibration resonating at the base of your throat. And then let your eyes flutter open. Leaning forward, curl the toes under. Let's come into a toe stretch and just sit right back, stretching to the toes, the arches of your feet, a little or a lot. Here we're going to slide the hands out. Find that nice reach, the pinkies at the outer edge of your mat. Good. So that's your reach. Your feet are in place, your hands are in place, gazing forward because we're coming up. Pivot the elbows in. This is the slow motion. Press up to the knees. Keep looking forward. You're in a dog tilt. So the spine is slightly arched. Lift up the hips. Keep the knees bent. And as you press your chest back, the ears drop right in between the upper arms. Beautiful. The more you bend your knees, the more you can press into the hands and lengthen the tailbone up and back. Start to pedal it out. Drop one heel and the other. And just start to walk your dog. This is a back body opener, obviously from the heel up to the crown of the head. So savor that nice stretch. Entire back of the legs, the hips, the spine, shoulders, neck. And then bend both knees. Start to walk your feet towards your hands towards your feet. So standing forward fold, the wider your feet are, the easier it will be. Make your feet slightly pigeon-toed. So the heels a little bit wider, good. And just hang out, let your arms dangle, it's like ragdoll. Let the head dangle, yes. And no. And yes again. Big sighing breath here. You're going to feel a big release in the spine as the crown drops down. So we sigh when we're stressed out. It's a built-in coping mechanism. And the great thing is we can sigh voluntarily and get that same result. Just the arms, stay where you are. Hopefully your chest is resting on your thighs, then the knees enough to make that so. And then just the arms sweep back and up for the sky. Yep. Crown down, and as you reach up, it's like pulling the shoulder blades away from the ears. Spread your fingers wide. Really get the sensation the crown is down and the tailbone is up. It's just an option. Stay here or interlace the fingers behind your back, a little or a lot. Standing yoga mudra. The heart above the head. One more breath. Release the arms. Slide the hands to the top of the thighs. Round up, roll up. Let your head hang heavy. Head comes up last. And whenever you get there, you might shrug your shoulder blades up, back, and down just a few times. And then inhale the arms out to the sides. So just stay here, keep breathing. And then inhale your arms up alongside your ears. And then bring your prayer together, and as you soften your prayer in front of your heart, soften and close your eyes, the thumbs gently pressing in at the heart center. With your eyes closed, feel yourself balancing to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. So Tadasana is a balancing pose. Right on top of your feet, your ears over the shoulders, over the hips, over the knees, over the ankles. And your thumbs gently pressing there. Feel that pulse of prana. Life force energy. Prana rides your breath. The most important part of our practice. So gently let your eyes flutter open. And we'll move together, bringing the hands to the hips. You might take a step to the back if you're mat, just stepping back. And as the left foot comes forward, the right foot stays back. So we're going to do standing poses. You want to bring your right hip around to square it off. Press through the back leg, which is your anchor. And find that front body extension from the pubic bone up the front body, so like the torso is super upright and your throat is open. You might even lift your gaze up a foot or so. Squaring the hips, start to bend that front knee right over the ankle. Right hip back, left hip. Left hip back, right hip forward. Whichever knee is bent, that hip is back and the other hip is forward. You can stay here, keep breathing, or let your arms open. Many options, I'm just going to go through the arms. You might bring your arms up, opening to the heavens. Or even lotus mudra, the pinky and thumb to touch, the fingers open, and it's like funneling it from up there right down into your heart. Keep pressing through your anchor, the back leg, the outer edge of your back foot. Spiral the thighs towards each other for balance. And find that drishti. One more breath. Watch and just follow 1 second behind. You're going to sweep the arms down and back, just like we did. Lay your chest on your thigh, and the fingertips reach back. The crown of your head reaches forward. Keep pressing through that back leg. Gaze straight down at your big toe. One more breath. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. Back up to whatever arm position you chose. Let's open up to warrior two. So whatever side you're on, open up your bent knee to the front. Gaze out your fingertips right over your bent knee. And then look back, take inventory. Again, that back leg super straight, pressing through the outer edge of your back foot. And softening the corners of your mouth. You might even smile. Back hand to rest, open the front palm. Inhale, look straight up, connect your gaze with your fingertips. Elegant warrior. And then level the arms, the palms are down. Side angle stretch. Bring your elbow to your thigh, Om Mudra in your hands, and tip up, look up. Beautiful. To come up, inhale, reach up, lift up, arms parallel with the earth, back to warrior two. Straighten the front knee, square the feet, hands to the hips, and just shift your hips side to side. Straight legs, stretching the inner thigh and the outer thigh, just shifting the hips side to side. Big circle in one direction. And a big circle in the other direction. And we're going to just stay right here. So don't worry that you're not facing and you know what you're going to do. Turn the toes towards that back wall. So you're just turning. Shift your feet for warrior one. So the back toes are going to have to come around. Straighten the front leg. Square the hips. And when you're ready, bend the front knee over the ankle. Really straighten through the back leg, your anchor, and drop the hands down. Open the palms, phase one. Maybe inhale your arms up into a V, reach up, lift up. So always think about the front body extension from the pubic bone up through the sternum, rib cage, front of the throat. The gaze is up. Maybe even bring the thumb and pinky together, the heel of the hand for Lotus Mudra, and feel it flowing, funneling from up there right down into your heart. It's a nice time to smile. Listen closely. Sweep the arms down and back, lower the chest to your thigh, and look straight down as the fingertips reach back, the crown of the head beams forward. Inhale, sweep the arms back. Open up, warrior two. So open the legs. Adjust the feet so that you're gazing out over your fingertips, looking out over your fingertips, over the bent knee. And if you look down, you can see your big toe. So really draw the thigh back, not to torque the knee. Connect your gaze with your fingertips. Back hand to rest, open the front palm, inhale. And as you slowly tip up, look up and out your fingertips. And then lower the arms, palms parallel to the earth. Side angle stretch. Bring your elbow to your thigh, Om Mudra in your hands, tip up, look up. So that nice angle from the ankle, through the knee, through the hip, through the shoulder. Side angle stretch. To come up, inhale, lift up, reach up, arms parallel, square off the feet, hands to the hips, and shift your hips side to side. Circle in one direction, and then the other. And then soften the feet, one hand above each knee. Just sit back, create brackets with your arms. You're going to drop the left shoulder, look over the right. Just twist it out. Moving at your own pace, and track your eyes all the way to the corner. You can feel this through the knee, the inner thigh, the hip, the low back, the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the neck, spiraling all the way out the crown of the head. Last time, finish completely. And then coming back. to the center. Good. One final stretch. Inhale, lift up. Heel toe stepping in. And then we'll come down to the mat. So just bring yourself all the way down to sitting, your favorite seated posture, whatever that might be. One hand on each knee and just close your eyes. Find an upright seated posture and just close your eyes and feel the sensation. Reconnect with the sensation that you feel. Follow your breath and slow it down. Inhaling through your nose and back out again. Let's come into Nadi Shodhana. Right, left nostril breathing. So the left palm is up and bringing that pointer finger to the first knuckle of the thumb. Vishnu Mudra in the right hand. So here you can touch your third eye or curl those fingers in, the thumb, pinky, and ring finger extended. So covering the right nostril, exhale through the left. And as you inhale through the left, cover the left nostril, exhale through the right. So make it nice and slow, smooth and fluid. Inhaling, cover the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, cover, exhale through the right. You might even start visualizing your breath coming in through one nostril, circling around your third eye and back out again. Here we're balancing left, right brain, masculine, feminine energy. And the next time you exhale on the left side, through the left nostril, let that be your last phase. Just relaxing your hands in your lap, breathe through both nostrils evenly. You might even pull down on your top lip, just curling it over your teeth to stretch your nostrils for it better breathing. And then soften. Let your eyes flutter open. And we'll move into a twist. So bringing the left leg out and the right knee in, create space in between your thigh and your foot. And use the grip in your hand to gently just pull yourself up. From the tailbone, really lengthen and press up. Like the chest drawing in towards your thigh. And the anchor is that left leg, that left foot, flexing it, the big toe slightly further than the baby toe. Take hold, left hand on the right knee. Inhale the right arm parallel. Connect your gaze with your fingertips. And inhale, press down as you lift up and start to turn. The right hip goes back, the left hip goes forward. Hook the left elbow around that thigh as you continue. Keep pressing out your left heel. Keep reaching behind, gazing behind. And when you found your twist, let your hand lower right behind you. Press down as you lift up and explore the twist. Good. Keep pressing through the left foot, tracking your gaze all the way to the corner. Bring your eyes into every pose. And make it sequential. The pelvis is turning. Then the belly, the rib cage, chest, the throat, the chin, the gaze, the crown of the head. One more breath. Slowly unwind, slowly release. And you're going to let your right knee open. Have the foot in towards the thigh. Bend that knee and inhale your arms up. So again, press down as you lift up, reach up, spinal lift. And exhale the hands to the floor. Drop your forehead towards your knee. This pose, Janu Shirshasana, forehead to knee pose. So that means bend your knee as much as it takes to reach your forehead. Keep the left toes upright and flex. Good. Just cascading your spine over your left leg. Here too, both hands on the floor, or you might even take that right hand to the outer edge of your left foot. You might start looking back towards your left hip. Keep the shoulders parallel, keep softening down. This pose has so many things going on. External rotation in the right hip, a forward fold, and a twist. One more breath. And slowly release, walking your hands back. Slide the right foot out to meet the left. Here we're going to have both knees bent a lot. Anchor out through the flexed feet and inhale the arms up. So after twisting, lengthening the spine, sweep the hands to the floor. Drop your nose in between your knees. So again, bend your knees so much that you can drop your face in between your knees. Tuck the chin a lot. You might even wriggle the heels away slightly if you know you don't need your knees bent that much. Keep the chest connected to the thigh. Keep breathing. This is a variation of Paschimottanasana, one of the most challenging poses in yoga. Release the hands to the side. Slide your hands back, round up, roll up, straighten the legs. Here we're going to press through the back of the legs and the hands into Dandasana, staff pose. A transitional pose between seated postures. And then switch sides. Bend the left knee. Create that space between the thigh and the foot. Gently holding the knee, lifting up. Draw your chest towards your thigh. And then holding on to the right knee, inhale the left arm parallel, gazing out the fingertips, and then start to twist. Press through the right heel, right hip forward, left hip back. As you come around, hook your elbow around your knee. Keep turning sequentially. Eventually, your gaze right out your fingertips behind you. Place the hand and start exploring the twist. Sometimes you might even back off. But either way, keep tracking your eyes all the way to the corner. Keep flexing your right foot. Keep breathing. One more breath. And slowly unwind. Walk it back around. Let the knee fall open. The foot comes to the inner thigh. Here you're going to turn your heart, your torso, over that extended leg. Inhale, reach up. So there's the twist. And as you exhale, you might bend the knee to bring your forehead towards your knee. See if you can level the shoulders, maybe even reach for the outer edge of the foot. Janu Shirshasana. maybe even gazing back towards your right hip. Next breath, slowly begin to release, walking the hands back, rolling up. No rush or hurry to get there. The left foot meets the right. You can have your knees bent deeply or a little less. And then exhale, bringing your nose right in between your knees. Reach for your ankles, maybe the bottom of your feet. Maybe an elbow clasp behind your knees. So come into a fuller expression, the seated forward fold. Beautiful. One of the most challenging poses in yoga. Posture of surrender. Whatever is, is. Start to slide your hands to either side of your thighs, round up, roll up, flexing the feet, press through the hands, eventually making your way back to Dandasana. And then with intention, we're going to lay on the back. So bending the knees, scoop the hips forward, drop back one elbow at a time, one shoulder at a time. Keep the knees bent, the feet are flat. Walk your heels in. If you reach down, you can feel your heels with your fingertips. And then take a look, tuck the chin, roll up, take a look at your knees and see that they're parallel, not splaying out or collapsing in, but hip width apart. So make sure the feet are a little bit wider and hip width apart. Rest the head back down. So arms down by your side, palms are up, tuck the shoulders under, and just a few times press through the feet, curl the tailbone under, and release. Low back press. So everything stays on the floor, just curl the tailbone under and release. Pelvic tilting. Press your low back flat to the floor and release. Everything stays on the floor, just pelvic tilting. And one last time. Good. This time we're going to come up very low. Press through the feet, curl the tailbone under, and roll up just the sacrum and the first few vertebrae. And roll right back down. So connect this with your breath. Rest in between, and then curl the tailbone under, rolling up on the inhale, and rolling down on the exhale. Release completely. So that's it, just inhaling up, moving at your own pace, exhaling down. A few more times. Last time, rolling up. And when you get there, start to press through the feet, the thighs, and see what it's like to lift the hips up a little bit higher. So the knees, you can barely look down with your eyes and see that your knees are going straight out from the hips. Press down through the feet, the thighs, use the glutes to lift the hips. One more breath. Exhale right back down, rolling down. The sacrum comes down last. So let's roll right back into that. You can stay low or curling the tailbone under, coming up into this half bridge. Exhale right back down. Do it one more time. Here, You can stay here or tuck one shoulder under and then the other. You might even reach your hands down towards your ankles, shoulders tucked under. You might even interlace your hands behind your back. Press down through the pinky, the back of the arm, the shoulders. It's like a platform. Press down through the feet, the legs. Here we are in bridge pose. Set to Bandha. One more breath. Releasing one shoulder and the other. The palms roll open and lower down one vertebra at a time. The sacrum comes down last. Pause. So any of those variations, you can stay low, you can stay into a half bridge, maybe the full bridge. You can interlace your hands or not. Make it smooth and fluid. Take your time, press through the feet, curl the tailbone under, just rolling up. If you want to go all the way, tucking one shoulder, then the other. Choose your arm position. Stay there, keep breathing a few breaths. You might lift your chin ever so slightly, keep breathing, the gaze is straight up. When you feel ready, releasing one shoulder, other, rolling down. When you get there, make fists right next to your hips. Bring the soles of the feet together, let your knees open wide. Soften, even close your eyes. So your fists are right under that thigh-hip connection for support. Expand your belly into that big open space. And then draw the knees back together. The feet come flat. The knees come into the chest, big hug. Releasing the back bend, rocking side to side. And here, any final pose that's calling your name. Maybe happy baby. Maybe another twist. Maybe you're ready to move right into Shavasana. We're all going to wind up here in a moment. So just take this time to give yourself exactly what you need right now in this present moment. And whenever you're ready, eventually you'll extend one leg out towards the corner of your mat and then the other. Extend one arm out and then the other, classically 45 degrees away from your body. Here you can shrug the shoulders under, tuck the tailbone under, and ever so slightly tuck the chin so that your neck is long. Let your eyes drop way back into your eye sockets. Now just come around with a mist and replace your eye cover. This is called Morocco. This is a blend of lavender, orange blossom, celadon, clove, and rosemary. And just like we began, into your breath. Aware of the sounds in the room, the air on your skin. Right now, in this present moment, feel your face softening, the skin on your face melting out and down, relaxing the root of your tongue. And all you have to do is meditate on the sensations that you feel. Total body awareness, completely present in this array of sensation right now in this present moment. Taking in a deeper breath. And on your next 3 breaths, begin to take your slowest, maximum, deepest breath. Exhale equally long and smooth, 3 times. Mega oxygenate your body with your breath. And settling back to an easy breath, gently wriggling your toes, your fingers, maybe even opening and closing your mouth comfortably wide just a few times, stretching your jaw. And you can remove your eye pillow, just toss it to the side, and one final stretch. Reach your arms overhead, point the toes, and feel the length of your body from your toes to your fingertips. Get really thin through your middle and release. No rush. As you keep your eyes closed, you roll over onto your right side, using your arm as a pillow, top hand on the floor for support. And just pausing here in resting Buddha, not to rush or hurry this feeling. And when you feel ready, keeping your eyes closed, slowly pressing up, let your head hang heavy as you feel your way back to your favorite seated posture. And whenever you get there, one hand on each knee, straightening the arms and sitting upright, start to fill out the shape of a pyramid, using your breath to sit up effortlessly tall, coming into the shape of a pyramid. Sacred geometry in all of these poses, and there's no mistake that the seated meditative posture is in the shape of a pyramid, that conduit of energy. Everything on the floor grounding you, rooting you, and your head, the crown of your head floating up, connecting you with cosmic consciousness and beyond, and your heart right in the center. Feel that shape and even put a smile on it, that conduit of energy that you are. And in softening, draw your hands together in front of your heart. The right hand merging with the warmth of the left, the sun with the moon. This sacred hand gesture, Anjali Mudra, a reminder of the balance of all things, the balance that we strive for through our practice. Bathe yourself in a smile of gratitude for devoting this time to your practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
If you want to come into the full yogic seal, the arms reach back behind. The left thumb and pointer take hold of the right wrist. The right hand has Om Mudra. And just let the crown, the forehead, drop down. So the right hand is in Om Mudra, the left hand, the finger and thumb encircling the right wrist, a full body mudra, sealing in your practice. Whether the forehead touches the floor or not, or just hangs heavy. And when you decide to come up with the back of your head more slowly than usual. Let the head hang heavy. And eventually release and let the eyes flutter open. Thank you.
Sweet.
Thank you. Well, it's like our own private practice tonight. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see how it evolves. These were all confirmations of some level. But
I feel
back into the groove.
I got lucky. I didn't feel anything pop or crack.
Nice.
No,
Yeah, well,
you did it nice and gentle. I think that's probably good.